Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we are on the free-to-play account, and I wanted to make a video specifically for my free-to-play account about how I am preparing for the fusion that's gonna come next week, which is like, well, tomorrow, for Gnut, the one that we saw in the Call of the Arbiter. He's honestly one of those fusions that all of us content creators and everybody said the same thing, and that is you do not want to skip this one because it's gonna be amazing. If you're early game, mid game, late game, end game, it does not matter. This fusion is going to be crazy. So I will be doing that fusion on my main account, and at the same time I will be doing on the free-to-play account. And for the free-to-play account, as I mentioned in the previous videos, I will be doing a day-by-day video where I will be showing you what I have done, what I'm doing to prepare, what are like some tips and tricks, what are some things that you want to be careful about, because like I said, it's one of those fusions that you do not want to skip. So I'm trying to give the best advice and the best help I can for most people out there that, you know, I've got tons of comments saying like, oh, I'm free to play, I cannot do that. Free to play is not an excuse, guys. I want to emphasize this. Being free to play is not an excuse. If you say that like, oh yeah, I don't have enough time, I can understand that. You don't have time. But being free to play is not an excuse, as you know what, this account is a free to play account. I'm what, 171 days in, I have 10 sacred saved up, I have 12 void shards saved up, so I'm ready for a summon rush, and by the time the champion chase is gonna come as well, I'll be ready for that. So the first thing that you wanna be careful about is having enough shards. Obviously, if you blasted all of your shards already, then it's a little bit of a problem. However, the best thing that you can do to get yourself points is getting yourself specifically sacred shards, as those ones give the most points for a summon rush. And being a classic fusion and being a really good champion, I'm quite sure they're gonna make the points like pretty high. So I'm expecting to see in the summon rush like 4,925 as they usually do, which is about 5k. That means the equivalent of 10 sacred shards, or when we talk about void shards, let me see, let's just do some quick maths. 5,000 split by 120, you would need around 41, 42 void shards. Or if we're talking about ancient shards, which I advise against because it's going to be impossible, that's 250 ancient shards. You almost never want to pull ancient shards for summon rush. You want to pull sacreds, voids, and maybe top it off with mystery shards. Never ignore the mystery shards, guys, because you know what, one shard equals 1 point, and because it's a classic fusion, you're going to want to have food champions to work on. So I'm gonna go into showing you how I do my food, for example, as well, how I prepared and how I'm gonna continuously prepare. But first, let me show you some places where you can get, you know, shards that maybe you did not expect. First one's obviously the clan boss. If you can take Ultra Nightmare down daily, has the highest chance to give a sacred, and if you can do Nightmare as well, that's fine. If not, try and get at least 2 Nightmare, because Nightmare gives you a chance of getting sacred shards, as you can see over here. So keep that in mind. Do not miss Demon Lord, do it every single day. Next place is, if you go into the dailies, is how far are you into your weekly monthlies. If you're close to this one, well, guess what, you're gonna get yourself some easy points from getting these ones, which means you just have to do your dailies. Do your dailies, collect those, you're gonna get some more ancient shards as well, so that's pretty good. Now let's talk about the bazaar. Well, the bazaar is a little bit more complicated, as if you're not at least in silver, you cannot grab this, because if you're in silver, you have a chance of getting void shards. If you're in gold, you can also get sacred shards, but this one, you know, not too many free-to-play, or for this level of the free-to-play, I'm not going to be talking about gold, but still, grabbing a mystery void shard from here, still going to be good, 120 points. Then another really important spot is the Doom Tower. So as an example, Doom Tower hard, I'm just a little bit stuck here. If I can get myself to pushing to over to this boss and then get to the next stop, guess what? I'm gonna get another sacred, another void shard, but this might be a little bit difficult. However, even if you have to maybe manual a few of these fights for the floors, it's totally worth it. Like, I'm currently stuck on this one. I just had to do a little bit of rebuilding. I stopped myself and I moved to the normal side of it because I got stuck. But even on normal, if you've only been doing normal, you get a void shard over here at stage 40. Then you should get another one when you finish it by stage 120. So if you've only been pushing normal Doom Tower, you can still get yourself another void shard at the end, which, you know what, like I said, Doom Tower normal is not that hard to do, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty easy. I think I finished the first Doom Tower rotation on my free to play 2 months in. So, you know, if you're at least 2 months in, you should be easily doing that. Another really important spot where you can get yourself some shards is the faction wars. Like, do not ignore faction war, guys. There's so many rewards in here, it's crazy. So if you click this little I button over here, you can see that every single milestone gives you something. Let me see. Let me move myself to this side. So in the early stages, you get ancient shards. Then again, more ancient shards. Once you get to 320, you get a void shard. Over here, 395 void shard, 445 void, another void. If you get higher again, void, boom. If you get to 600, you start getting sacred shards, you start getting books. So keep in mind, try pushing little by little, you know, 1 star at a time, 3-star those earlier stages. You have now 3-star before, and you can keep grabbing yourself some more shards from over here. And then the last spot that I can think of, if I'm missing something, guys, leave it in the comments below. Let's try and help as many people as possible. But another spot is over here, the referrals. If you have not done any of these referrals, getting to level 30, getting some, you know, maybe get some friends to help you out or do your referrals yourself. This one should take you like around 2 or 3 days. I had this one done by Chinoru No Stunts, thank you again. He did it in 1 day. He did like 24 hours. You just grind 24 hours and you can grab yourself 3 more void shards. Getting to the sacred is a little bit harder because that requires like around a month. So I'm not going to talk about that, but still, getting some void shards can be important. At the same time, there's some challenges over here which are already finished. If you did not finish your challenges, some of those challenges give you shards, give you void shards, give you sacreds. So there's plenty of ways to get them. Also, from the clan shop, depending on what clan level you are in, sometimes there's going to be a void shard. It resets on Tuesday, maybe there's going to be a void shard over here. If your clan does not have that slot open, maybe just go into a clan that has it open, grab the void shard, and then go back to your clan and, you know, problem solved. And then the last spot that I can think of is Nightmare Campaign. I have a video on what the rewards are for Nightmare Campaign. I'm gonna pin this pin the video at the end if you want over here. And there's plenty of stuff in here. There's Sacred, Void Shards, there's lots of good stuff. Or if you did not 3-star this, Brutal already, another Sacred. So there's plenty of spots of where you can get those. You just, you know, have the patience, save them to have them for the fusion. Again, if I forgot some place, just leave it in the comments below so we can get some advice on that. Now, the next thing is going to be prepping food. Well, when it comes to the food, there's some pretty simple basics. I'm not going to go too crazy into this one, but if you're going to be doing champion training tournaments and events, always be mindful of doing stuff like this. You know, for a common, 1 brew, 3 more commons is going to take him to level 10. For the uncommons or for like the 2 stars, I don't usually use brews. I just take them into the campaign, get them to 20, and after that, level them up. When it comes to 3 stars, the way that I do it is I just take a 3-star, throw a brew into them before I feed them into getting somebody to 4-star, and look at this, just level 10. That's easy points. You want to do that to every single champion you're going to use as food champion. If you don't have the brews, take them on 2 runs in 12-3 Brutal campaign, and that's going to be easy points. When it comes to the 4 stars, let me see if I have a 4-star. Yep, I do. I usually use 3 brews, or I go into the campaign and take them to level 16 with by leveling, and then the 5 stars. Let me see if I have a 5-star. I don't have a 5-star here, but actually let me just grab one because I should have one in the vault. There we go. So for the 5-star, again, pretty simple. You just throw 6 brews and 1 common, and that takes them to level 25. Or if you don't do that, just take them to 7 brews to take to 26 or 8 brews to take to 28. So depends how many brews you have, how you want to do it, but never feed champions just for that, okay? Just don't just feed them at level 0. You're going to be losing at a lot of points from the champion trainings. And one thing I want to show you as an example, because it's going to be a classic fusion as I specified, it's going to be something like Resin, okay? We're going to have 16 rares that we're going to get. We're going to have to take them all to level 40. We're going to have to ascend them. Then we're going to fuse them into the 4-star epics. Then we're gonna have to take those ones to level 50 and ascend. So it's gonna be lots of work for that, but it should not be too crazy to do. One little tip for this one is like this: do not fuse, you know, if it's gonna be usual fusion, we're gonna have the Summon Rush first and then the Champion Chase second, which is because we already have Champion Chase going on this weekend. Do not start fusing your champions yet. Even if you have them ready, prepare them at level 40 and wait till the champion chase the week after, because every single champion that you're gonna fuse towards the epic is gonna be 250 points. That basically is gonna mean you might be able to do the champion chase without putting any shards, okay? That's what I will be doing. I'm sorry guys, I'm just really sweaty. It's warm today. So every single champion that you're gonna fuse, or you might fuse resin, like I'm gonna have resin to fuse. I'm gonna have these 2 epics to fuse. I'm gonna have some epics for the fusion to fuse. I will have a Broadmaw ready to fuse. I already have, like, look at this, 2 legendaries ready, plus Archmage Helmet ready. He's level 100, so I'm gonna have lots of points for champion chase without pulling any shards. So pull your shards during Summon Rush, get everything if you can, as much as you can over there, and then try and do the champion chase with this. Plus, during champion chase, you can get points from getting champions from 12-3 doing 12-3 on Brutal, you know. Every uncommon gives you 1 star, every rare gives you 10 points. So, well, 1 star, 1 point, and then 10 points. So, that's another thing. And just to show you a little bit of what I did, if I go in my Reservo, look at this, I have 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna click all of them to show you that basically I will already have, I have 16 4 stars at level 16 because I did this during the passive light to grab points. I already have 16 champions ready to fuse to level up the epics once I will have them ready and take them to the 5 star. So I'm already done with that. The next thing that I will be doing is I will have to prepare myself 3 stars. Okay, like these ones, whichever I want to use as food. I will have to prepare 48 of those because we're gonna have 16 rares. Okay, so 16 rares times the 3 food champions that we need for each rare to take them to 4 star, to each 3 star take it to 4 star, and that's gonna be 48. So I'll be slowly preparing 48 rares to have ready to fuse in that, just here, like boom boom boom. So preparing as much as I can. Then the next thing that I'm doing, as you see, I'm preparing lots of silver for myself. And if I have some pieces of gear, or if I'm going to start rebuilding somebody, I'm going to prepare pieces of gear for artifact enhancement at level 11 or at level 15. Because you get points during artifact enhancement if you take your piece of gear or accessory at 4, 8, 12, and 16 respectively. So keep that in mind. Do not just max out your gear. Prepare them, and it's going to make your artifact enhancement easier. And I would say, like, you know, prepare 15 to 20 million per artifact enhancement. You can get silver by doing 12-free campaign and selling all the shields. You can get silver by just using your energy into Spider. Either the highest stages you can do, or just go to stage 20. This one's the best silver per energy earn in the whole game. You can do that as well. So while you're preparing for that, you can do that. But maybe you might want to also prepare some of these potions. However, we have to wait till tomorrow. We have to wait till tomorrow to see what affinity the rare and epics are going to be, so we know how to prepare and what we need to prepare. And keep in mind, this is really important. Do not forget about these Ascension Potions, because if you do not have these, you're not going to be able to rank up and fuse the epics to get for the fusion, you know, because it's going to cost a lot. It's going to cost a lot, but it should be doable. Daily you get around 1,000 energy, plus the gems you might have saved up. Plus, if you look about this, as an example, look at this. We have the energy in the clan shop right now. Energy is going to be really important. You need around, I think it's 2,500 energy per dungeon event, which we're going to have 4 Dragon, Spider, Ice Golem, and Fire Knight. So keep in mind to prepare as much energy as possible. Like, as an example, whatever is going to start tomorrow during the, you know, the first day of the fusion, I will be buying every single piece of energy from here. Okay, I'm gonna be buying all of it tomorrow, and I'm gonna farm it all for whatever dungeon is going to be. If there's no dungeon, I'm still gonna prepare something. I might farm food, I might farm for Ascension pots if I need that. So do not forget about this energy. Don't buy anything else if you barely have the energy. Prioritize the energy first, and then get accessories and whatnot you want to get. Hopefully, after the resale, we're still gonna get energy in the clan shop. You know, fingers crossed that Palladium doesn't cross over. But yeah, that's gonna be really important. At the same time, you can get some energy from the bazaar if it's gonna be ready. And again, the ancient shard, because even if you're in tier 1 in bronze 1, 2, 3, 4, this energy resets weekly. Keep that in mind. Anything else, do not buy from here, as it's not really worth it. So yeah, these are the first tips and tricks that I can give you to prepare yourself for this fusion, because again, you do not want to skip this, guys. It's one of the best fusions we've ever had, and yeah, it's gonna be a shame if you miss it just because you're not paying attention. But like I said, I will be doing a video every single day on this fusion on my free-to-play account to show you what I'm doing, what I'm focusing on, when I'm farming dungeons, when I'm farming something else, to help as many of you out there as I can, like I mentioned. So yeah, I think this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. Keep an eye out tomorrow. We should have the schedule, and that's when I'm gonna release my day 1 of the fusion video, because this one's day 0 fusion. It's, you know, mostly about showing you what I'm preparing, and hopefully that's gonna give you guys some advice. Oh yeah, one last quick tip. When we're talking about silver, you can also forge stuff, okay? The forge can give you a ton of silver. Like if I go over here, let's say I forge a let me see, I forge one of these ones, okay? It cost me 3,000 to silver to forge it, and because it's a bad piece of gear, I get 13,500. So I get 3 times the silver back. Keep this in mind, and you can do the forging on Tuesday when the CVC starts, and you're gonna get yourself points for the CVC, and also you're gonna be able to prepare yourself silver. But yeah, there's gonna be there's tons more things that we would have to talk about, but I'm gonna be talking about them every single day on my videos. And yeah, let's leave it at this for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you do enjoy my content. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.